Hold on. All right, everybody, we're here, but we're going to run this. This is not going to deter us, people. Hold on, we're going to try it again.
Soundstripe.
Here we are again. This is take 2. Having fun with J and J, take 2. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it wouldn't be our show if we didn't have some technical difficulties. I noticed when I went to go live that we had a delay and it was spinning, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And it was, I don't know. I don't know what y'all can see it is. My side. Of course it's my side. So anyway, we ran it again. Made sure you got to see it just in case the people on my side. Oh, you know why though, don't you know, Jeanette? Jeanette, we're on the wrong. There we are.
I need a headache.
See? That's why. Did I give you a headache? She's moving us around. This is my better side.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, enough of the fun. No, we're here to have fun. This is Having Fun with J and J. We have a special guest. We have a loved one with us today, and we're going to introduce her in just a second. She's a very special gal. She's got her babies with her, so we're gonna work with them because they want to take our jobs. They want Jeanette and my job, and we're not going to give it to them yet. We got to get taller than me, which is next year. So anyway, welcome to the show. It's Having Fun with J and J. We're in our 26th episode. We've got lots of stuff going on, everybody. I don't know if you heard last week, but we have started a TV channel. Yep. Not a show. It's not a YouTube show. It's a TV channel that you can find on your Roku TV or your Fire TV. It is called the Creative Spirit Channel. Yeah. We are taking crafters, talents, artists, artisans who want to be on the channel with their own show. Right. So I hope I'm clear on this. They're roughly 26 minutes long, 26 minutes to 30 minutes, or you can purchase a commercial. We've got great prices, everybody. We're trying to work with crafters because we know that not a lot of us don't have a lot of money. Yep. So please get a hold of us. Contact us at the Creative Spirit or Creative Spirit Channel at gmail.com. You can also go to our website, our brand new website. It is so beautiful, you guys. It is called creativespiritchannel.com. We're starting that. It's just getting started, so we're going to load up with all kinds of stuff. And if you don't want to do a show on the channel, and you don't want to do a commercial, you can be listed as one of our talents, one of our vendors, an advertiser, or whatever you want on our channel for very, very little. It's very affordable, guys. So with that being said, I had to get that plug in. We are going to go and we are going to talk to Miss Melissa Washington. And Jeanette is going to have the pleasure of introducing her because she is a beloved member of the family. So welcome. Right?
Wait a minute, baby. Kiana.
Those are the babies.
Kiana, baby. In a minute, baby. Go watch TV. I'll get you a drink in just a minute.
Where's Lana? And want the baby,
Wait,
you know,
give me a second. Can
My
Missy
sister
hear
helped
you?
Not
Can
really
you
at the
hear her?
moment.
okay.
I got baby talking in my ear. Kiana, please go away.
Mommy, give me chips.
Girl, chill.
Oh,
Chips on the ground.
Okay, so again, because those are my granddaughters and they're the show. Anyway, Marissa is a crafter, and I'll let her do everything I tell you. So Marissa, tell us about how you got into what you do first. First, I can do with the baking, or what came first, the art of baking.
Art technically. I've always been creative, even as a kid. I was put in like elementary school by my art teacher into a competition,
Ooh,
and the theme was I think like your hero, and I had drawn my grandpa because he was in the army, so I drew him in his little like army outfit and all that. And I think I still have that drawing somewhere actually. But that was one of the few drawings I got back. I got a lot of stuff entered as a kid in elementary school to art. My mom was upset though that I didn't get some of them back. Some of them I
oh,
think disappeared
yeah.
or just got left wherever they were.
yeah, mother like to keep the children's art when they're in school. And
But
she's
I kind of had a feeling they'd be
and this is
loud as soon as it started.
deal with when she's doing craft. So when did the baking come in?
Probably middle school. I started getting into baking with my grandma, and then my grandpa and I would make cornbread and stuff together too. But that's when I think the baking thing started. But I continued with the art stuff as well all the way through high school. In high school, I did digital design, painting, ceramics, so a little bit of everything. I was the artsy fartsy kid.
Can we see some of your tell us what you're working on right now?
Sorry, what was that? It kind of cut out a little bit.
What are you working on now?
Well, baking haven't done as much lately. I have a piece actually I'm working on. This is the start of a piece. I'm gonna flip the camera to make it easier.
Ooh,
So that's one of the pieces I'm working on currently. And then I'm gonna flip the camera back around for a second. And this is the first one I've started.
Is that
It's
is that pen and ink, or is that?
it's like a Sharpie paint marker.
Oh.
It's got like the paint
Cool.
brush tip. So, and then I'm
Awesome.
starting to try with some colors in it too. This is the skull I did with like glowing eyes.
wow.
That's awesome.
And you told us you was working on a map.
Yes. I am a nerd, and I made my own map for a D&D campaign that I eventually want to.
For those of you who don't know what D&D is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
community of Dungeons and Dragons, she's making her own map just for you. Look how
So-
That is beautiful.
it
I
is.
used coffee to kind of stain it to give a like old map feel, and then there's like let me get out of the village, the key, the compass, and then it's got like smaller details like little trees and trails and city names, mountain ranges.
And how big is that map? How big is it?
Oh man, this one is a bigger canvas. Like these, I believe, are 8x10, just to kind of get like a size comparison. So it's probably almost 4 times the size.
Okay.
It's like a 16 by 4. It's like a 16 by 24, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Wow. And what made you decide to do that D&D map?
well, I've always looked at like the maps online, trying to figure out like how I wanted to do it. And I was like, well, I feel like it'd just be easier to make my own map. So I got coffee because I know I've heard of people using coffee to like stain canvases and stuff like that. So I did that to kind of give it that old map feel. And then I colored in the water to make it more detailed and all that and fun stuff. But I just like being creative in general, and D&D also helps with that because you get to create your own world. So you can create your own world, your own like rifts and stuff between the different kingdoms, however you want to do it. So it's kind of fun because you get to kind of be someone else for a bit. Here you go.
Next. got to give them the snacks first.
Yes.
So, do you hang out with other? Isn't that an online thing that you can play like someone else's Dungeons and Dragons? You have
You can do
persona?
it in person or online. There's I think like D20 or D20 or something like that. Hey, please, baby, go. Or roll 20s. There's something like that that you can use to talk to people online and do things online. Just share that. It's a big bag, baby. Go share with Sissy. So you can do that. There's also like a lot of local card shops will do D&D and stuff like that too. That's where I originally got into D&D, was the local card shop here in town.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got into it majorly. I've heard about it in high school and all that, but didn't really get into it. So that was my first experience with D&D, and I loved it. It was fun. You get to create your own character. So
Oh, okay.
So where you think you're gonna go with all this? So we've talked about this before, peeps. A lot of our moms, a lot of our crafters, this is what we deal with every day. We have kids, or I had kids, but she's got babies. They don't stop for anything. And so you have the husband, the kids, and trying to get your crafts in. So at this point, you might just be kind of dipping your toe into the business of crafting. But have you thought at all, like where you would like? We talked a little bit off camera about some ideas. Have you thought about where you want this to go?
Not fully, because there's a lot of things that I'm interested in. Obviously, the baking. I'm actually going to be talking to a couple that own a little business in the town my husband works in, so like a 15-20 minute drive, and they currently don't have anything to hold cheesecakes in, so they were talking to me about possibly having the orders for cheesecakes be sent through me. That way I handle that, since they aren't able to do that. So I'm excited to look more into that. But when it comes to like the drawing and stuff, it's always something I've just done on the side for fun, and then I would give stuff away to like friends and all that. But recently, with everything's expensive now. Living is tough. So I was like, well, I can probably sell this. And I had talked to Jeanette about that. And she had talked to me about like, well, how big are the canvases? How long do you spend on it? Trying to help me figure out like pricing and all that. So that was appreciated very much. And I'm starting to post more on my Facebook page, because originally I've just shared stuff to show my friends and family that joined the page. So now I'm actually starting to post things with like pricing and all that. So I'm excited to see how that goes and all that. And I have a lot of friends that do like streaming for gaming. So I post my art in their channels as well to get like feedback and stuff. And I know there's Facebook pages for like D&D maps and stuff. So I was thinking about talking to like the admins there to see if I could possibly like post a link to my page. That way, if anyone wanted to order a map, I could do custom maps then for like D&D stuff too. So I just want to share my art and have people enjoy it. And I know my tattoo artist also said something about apprenticeship, but I am way too nervous to put ink in someone's skin permanently on that. So that's a little too much pressure for me.
So the DMD, I think you're heading in the right direction with them, especially if you sell that map. That map is going to be you can sell it at a very great price with them, especially anybody who wants it. So where can people find you? Can you give us the Facebook name that you're using?
Yeah, my Facebook page is Art by Missy. Let me see if I can pull up the actual link real quick. So
just a note, when you're finished with that particular map, what you can do is print and sell those as prints.
Yeah.
So you want to keep the original and create a print by it, and that can be done. Drop ship that and sell that as
yeah,
as by itself as a print.
Yeah.
So you can, instead of one sale, you can get 100 sales.
Right. You can sell it as a print and print it out, and it'll be good. So the D&D. So tell me, well, your bread and baking. Do you plan to open up like a little food truck or something or anything to sell your baking and get it out there? Because you do bake. You went to school.
Yes, I love to bake as well, and I think my kids are starting to pick up on that as well. They want to help in the kitchen too now.
Well, I did see my granddaughters paint with hands. They're painting already with their
Oh
hands.
yeah. Yep. Both of them are very artsy, and Callista's picking up on the cooking too. The 4th of July, she actually was the one that made dinner. We let her make it. We got one of the like hamburger helper box mixes, and she did it. Huh?
How old is she?
4. She'll be 5 in September. So
We're talking about a 4-year-old already making dinner at the house.
Yeah, I'm for it. Slave, I love it. Child labor.
yeah, she wants to help out in general. She loves to cook. She likes to draw and all that. They're definitely picking up on my artsy stuff, which I adore. I love it. But
What's your specialty baking? Is it? I know you
I
said
do
cheesecake.
a lot of cheesecakes. I recently started making cake pops. I want to start getting into cakes again, but cakes are a little harder because I need to get some more tools. They require a lot more for making. And then cookies I do a lot now. And
What's a cake?
Cake pop is a round. They look like lollipops, but they're round cakes, and you
yeah,
put
you
them
pretty
on a
much
stick,
yes.
and then you dip them either, or you. Some people do like the
Chocolate.
Fondant.
No,
some people do
no,
fondant. Some people do chocolate.
yeah, and they design them, so then you eat them like a lollipop, but they're cake.
Some of those. I want to try that.
You know.
Maybe when I come down for vacation, we can do some baking.
Yeah.
I want some flan.
I know.
But was that a challah bread, or what was that bread that you did?
Oh, that's something that I'm starting to get into again is breads as well. The one that has all the little like divots in it and like the olive oil and stuff, that's focaccia bread. And then the braided one was like a braided egg dough. It was enriched with eggs. So it's more dense but fluffier because the egg yolks help with that. Girls, chill. Share the chips, please.
Well, I like the idea of you if you baking for someone else. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that goes somewhere. We'll see. You never know, but I'm excited to at least try that venture and see how it goes.
Remember, Miss, all you gotta do is say yes. You know,
Oh yeah, he shops at Aldi. He's a regular at Aldi, so I was talking to him then.
I'm saying it on every show. Just say yes. Just do it. Do it. You know, because we never know where that leads. That could lead else, then that could lead. They can tell somebody else. Somebody might go in there and say, "Hey, ooh, I love this bread. Who made this? Oh, Miss did this. She delivers every day. Oh, really? Well, she made another thing and say, hey, can you get this bread in here? This is the girl who does it. Now you're starting a chain. Now you're starting people to buy. So that it all starts with one store. I know people that are like bands. They start out in a garage, and all of a sudden, what happens? They become this big band. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Yep.
In the room. Started in Kuwait in the middle of a war, painting. Okay, so it's
inspiration comes everywhere.
Mom, that's you.
That is me.
Why are you here?
Because it's digital art. Go play, goofball. Yeah, I know. You got Doritos. Go eat. Go share with Sissy.
They got Doritos. That rocks. Between her cake and their snacks, right? Lunchtime.
I agree. I'm getting hungry. Hey, girls. Callista, sit on the couch next to Kiana. Kiana, go sit by Sissy, and you guys share the tips, please.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. You wanna go and you wanna pay the for the
Hold on a second. Kiana,
More
come
snacks.
Yeah.
They're fighting over the chips.
Did you get their juice?
No, I have not yet. But here, Kiana, keep the bag by her. You can grab some.
I have a whole bag of chips.
Do not fight over the bag of chips, please, girls. Sorry.
Have a third one. What the hell?
I don't know about that.
You know what? The more the merrier.
Kiana, let her grab some chips too, please.
Okay.
I'm good now, I think. Hopefully.
You can go into the bathroom and lock the door. That's usually what I used to do when my kids were little. And they knock on the door, but at least they couldn't get in.
See, Calista knows how to unlock the doors, so
Oh,
she's learned how to do that.
In real life, I don't miss those days. No,
I know.
I don't think I will either once I'm done with them.
no, I don't think
The first thing that my parents say is, I can't wait for my child to walk and talk. I'm like, you can wait.
I
You can wait.
was just born, and I remember being in the hotel room I went to visit at that time, and I lived in Florida. And I flew to Indiana, and I held her in arms. She was so cute, and those two were passed out on the couch and on the chair. It was like, okay, and I just watched the tour when
Oh, God.
the growth so fast. The years. I like, you gotta enjoy your kids while they're young, or else forget it. We'll be like Jenny. Jenny her said she has a grandson 6 feet tall. You have a grandson.
I'm under his chin right now. I mean, he's 15.
That's gonna be me with Calista. I can already tell she's gonna be tall.
Yeah, it's rough. He looks at the top of my head and he's like, "Hi, Grandma." And I'm like, "Stop! Don't pat me on the top of the head." I'm gonna.
Like, nope.
Anyway,
It's crazy. But my daughter cooks with my grandson, so I cooked. We've always talked about the Jeanette's bakery chef. My daughter is a cordon bleu chef. Her husband is as well, and she used to cook with me as a kid, and that's where she got that part of the cooking part. So, she does cheesecakes too as well, and people don't realize cheesecakes are just so fabulous, and you can do so many things with them, and there's so many different flavors, techniques, and
it's fun. I think my best seller when it came to cheesecakes was the caramel apple ones. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds yummy. Do you have a base cheesecake batter that you use and you build on it, or do you?
Yeah, I always start with like a basic vanilla, and then I start adding all the stuff in. So I make like apple pie filling, and
That
that's
would
why
be
I
very
use the apple pie, and then I put like a caramel swirl through it too. So
Is that like a regular crust, like a regular
regular graham
crust?
Yeah.
And then put the apples in with the cheesecake batter?
Yep, I'll put little chunks of it in and I swirl it through, and then I put caramel in there and swirl it in as well.
Brutal. That's brutal.
And then I think peanut butter pie is also sold pretty well too.
He showed me how to do cookies. Cake batter.
Yes.
Tell me the recipe. And tell you I'm hooked like fun.
It's such a simple way to do cookies. If you're in a pinch and you don't feel like doing it from scratch, it's really easy to get a cake box mix and just make them with that.
Yeah, the cake batter, and her recipe is so simple. I'm constantly eating cookies that I make.
Well, the cool thing is too, you could get like snickerdoodle cake, or you could get like a lemon cake, and you can add white chocolate chips to it to make like a lemon white chocolate cookie, or you can do red velvet cake with white chocolate to get that kind of like red velvet with cream cheese frosting type deal, but it's white chocolate instead.
Nothing better than cream cheese frosting, I swear. There's nothing.
I love cream cheese frosting.
Oh.
I want to make a note here to all the people that think that you're supposed to be a crafting show. Why are you talking about cooking? Chefs are very, very creative. Yeah. A good chef is very creative. Yes, you can follow a recipe, but most chefs don't. They take a recipe and they make it their own. They add a little, they expand it a little bit. Baking, you do have to be more specific on your ingredients and how much you use. But nevertheless, Missy just gave us like 3 different probably variations of something she's seen, and she's created into her own. Right. So it's a very creative.
Yeah, and the cake that you make, what are the ones you grow up with? Have you seen and make art on top of the topper? You have to create all of that is art. That's craft.
It's all art.
Real art. And then you that literally that person actually problem. You gotta make all of that because if your stuff's still hey, to say, the weirdest thing I got is a couple of like that with all
Well, and that this, in addition to that, it has to taste good.
yes.
So there's a couple of bakeries that you can go to that the stuff looks marvelous. It's beautiful, but then you eat it and you're like, wow, that's not that great. So it's a double trouble. You have to make it looking good.
It has to be edible and look good, because if it doesn't look good,
And-
people don't want to eat it.
Right. Yep.
All
So
right.
there's
Guess what time it is? It's that
every time I get into something good, talking about food, something good, she wants to stop it.
She's like, all right, and we're done.
I know, right? All right.
She's hungry. That's what it is.
If the title comes out a little bit harsh, it's about something that
Let's go walk with the dogs.
I know. Go play with
Let's
it.
go walk with the dogs.
okay? So it comes out harsh, but it's not. It's me. This shall not start saying that you may approve and to according to all that for the way why you have Joshua 1:8. As a fact, there is no end greater
Close to now, baby.
the word, not the problem. In his mouth. So what does that mean? All of the is sometimes the mouth is making it. He said you make it. Where does it come out of? But we always spoke positive and positive words, encourage positive. So whatever comes out of your mouth, because what you're doing is prophesizing according to law. That Mark 11:23, Jesus instructed us to speak to the mountains. He said, "Talk about the mountains. If there's a purpose in talking about it, then do so. Just let it be quiet." Because what it is that you want to talk positively. Talk negative about what is. Okay, with talk positive,
Kiana, do not smack.
positive. Okay, so basically, what comes out of your mouth always be positive. That's what the life go with. Don't let the negativity.
Yep. Truth. Amen.
Yep.
Yep. And it's tough when you got babies. Okay, Missy, you're gonna hang in with us for a second. We've got the babies going.
Give me the chips now. Give me some chips now. You're both done. What?
Oh.
She's got the mom face on now.
I'm going to the other room.
Good mom.
That's the mom trying to
That's a good mom. Good mom.
That way y'all can at least hear me somewhat still.
Right.
No, go play. You're not listening.
You know what I like? The fact that they were being killed at that moment. Mom walked away.
No, you're not going to get any more chips till you both calm down and stop fighting. Go.
They're so funny.
Kiana, mommy is on a phone call, baby. You need to go now. You're being bad. Are you tired? But let's go lay down. Let's go lay down. Yeah, let's calm down. Go lay down on the couch. No, let's go calm down.
Patience are the same.
Yeah.
All right. Missy, thank you, sweetie hearts, for being on our show. We're gonna show everybody the commercial for the Creative Spirit, and then we're gonna do our lead out. So we want to thank Missy very much for being on our show and showing up with such a good sport, which she's taking care of her babies and trying to do our art and her baking. And this is a day in the life of a mom crafter. This is what we do. So we hope everybody enjoyed the show. Got a little bit of realistic,
young mom.
Life.
Yeah. Yes.
We don't sugarcoat anything. We do if we're doing cake bombs. We'll do that. Cake pops. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. The channel goes live on Monday, the 15th. If you have a Roku TV, people. So if you don't, you could do Fire TV as well. But we will see you all next week on another episode of Having Fun with J and J. But we're going to go ahead and show the commercial right now. You'll probably see us in between popping in and out. So thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Here we go. Thanks, Jeanette.
Okay.